Good afternoon, my friends, and hello from the Universal Orlando Resort. Let's just get right into it today. Yesterday, Universal officially announced the replacement of Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket, and that is going to be a Fast and Furious coaster called Hollywood Drift, opening sometime in 2027. I'm sure long before anything opens down the road at Disney World. No surprise there, as Universal is known to work very quick. As I can see the construction right behind me. There's a ton of mixed opinions. I have my own I'll be sharing with you throughout today's video. I'll just say I'm excited for the coaster. I am not excited about Fast and Furious. I really thought it was going to be Ghostbusters or Back to the Future or literally anything else, but they did go with Fast and Furious. Let's go check it out and talk about it. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys are ready because I am. Let's go do this. All right, and here we are directly in front of the construction. As we see, there is a lot going on. And the biggest thing about this coaster, Universal is going to build a 170-foot tall vertical spike that will be right here, visible from City Walk. That just really gets me excited. There's just really nothing like that here in the States, and I think that's very unique. So that is something I am really looking forward to. I did zoom in just a little bit. This coaster will also feature multiple launches and spinning/rotating cars. Now that is what I'm talking about. But you see what I'm also saying? Like, that could have also worked with Ghostbusters. That could have also worked on Back to the Future. It is what it is. And we can really see right here where they're going to be building that giant spike with all of the foundation work happening. Now, this coaster is going to be like you're drifting the cars, like how they do in the movies, which that part is really cool. But the spike will be sending guests nearly 17 stories in the air. Talk about airtime. I will say it is really nice just knowing what exactly this is going to be, as we can kind of see the Hogwarts Express going off in the distance there. My other question is, where are you going to enter this attraction from inside of Universal Studios Florida? And here we are heading inside. Oh, they added actual signage back there I can already see on the construction walls. But it looks like the park is not too busy today at all here in the middle of January. Yeah, it's very quiet here at the front of the park. Minion Mayhem, 15 minutes? Oh yeah, it's not busy at all today. The end of January, perfect time to visit the Central Florida theme parks into the very beginning of February. Over here at VillainCon, only a 5-minute wait, which means walk on. Looks like over here at Music Plaza Stage, Universal has already put up the giant screens for Mardi Gras as it starts on Saturday, February 7th, and it goes through April 4th this year. Going back to my question, will they have the Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift entrance here, like where Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket used to be? Or will it be right here in between Minion Mayhem and the Universal Studios store? Something else to think about, what's going to happen with the Halloween Horror Nights houses? Will it be like how they did last year, but now there's just so much happening? I don't know. We'll see as Halloween is coming up. It'll be here before we know it. Or will the entrance be over here near Soundstage 33? I wish and I hope the entrance will be over here just to mix it up, and I feel like the traffic flow will be a bit better, and then maybe the exit can be over by the old Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket entrance. Can't really see too much of anything from this point of view, but just imagine a giant spike going straight up in the air. 170-foot tall spike, which is going to be absolutely insane. Looking this way, I can only see a giant crane right over here. Looks like they are drilling more holes in the ground for the foundation of the coaster, so that's a good sign. Something very interesting on the original concept art for the Fast and Furious coaster over in Hollywood, it had the spike, but now people are saying, was that the original concept art for Orlando's version? Maybe. I do think, and this is just my personal opinion, as I have several opinions throughout this video, but I believe something else was going to take up this space. I don't think it originally was going to be Fast and Furious. Maybe it always was a part of the plan, but I think something just didn't go through as far as contracts and funding and things like that. Probably not funding, because I know Universal has plenty of money, but I think originally there was supposed to be something else. I do think there's a lot of hype around this coaster out in Hollywood, but I was really hoping that was going to stay out in Hollywood and be an exclusive attraction out at Universal Hollywood and bring something else exclusive here to the Universal Orlando Resort. There's nothing I can do other than be excited about it. Like I was saying, my problem, it's not really a problem, just a concern, an opinion of mine, is Fast and Furious, because I just feel like with the Fast and Furious franchise, people will stop caring about Fast and Furious like in the next 5 to 10 years, if that. Look what happened over at Fast and Furious Supercharged. Now, two completely different attractions, as one's a coaster, one is a simulator attraction. But I do feel like more people really want dark rides. I'm included. I would have liked to have a crazy, fast, dark ride. Love coasters. I'm glad Universal is going in the coaster direction, but I do feel like Universal needs more dark rides to really get more of the theme park audience here to Universal, and I'm talking about the Disney fans. They need more dark rides before coming over here. I was really sold on the concept of Ghostbusters with the Easter eggs Universal was leaving out for us, but yeah, it's Fast and Furious. You guys called it, and we'll see what it's like. And like I said, I am really excited because this is going to be a really fast coaster. It's going to be very unique. And now this park will have this coaster, Islands has Velocicoaster and Hagrid's, and then Epic has Stardust. Perfect trio. I am also hearing that this coaster will have 2 to 3 different launches. A very big common complaint that I have been seeing on social media is the location of Fast and Furious, because it's centered in Hollywood. Obviously, this is not Hollywood. This is the New York area, as we see Jimmy Fallon, which I guess is staying now. Maybe it will go away, not really sure. But this is what I will say about that. We have to remember that Universal Studios Florida, its theme is a movie studio, filming location, just like out in Universal Hollywood. They actually made multiple movies, TV shows, music videos here inside of this park. Maybe Universal will just get rid of the actual quote unquote location areas throughout the park, meaning San Francisco, New York, Hollywood, etc. You know, check this out. Overnight, Universal has added the official signage to the construction wall, and nowhere do I remember any of the signage referencing any Fast and Furious Easter eggs like over here. But Universal got us. But also I feel like we all knew this was coming. Also, I wonder if Universal will take some of the track through the old Ghostbusters firehouse, like how Rip Ride Rocket was. That would be cool. I went ahead and switched over to my iPhone to show you this construction for Fast and the Furious has went vertical over in the back corner of Soundstage 33. Something else that I wanted to mention to the people that are saying that this attraction is going to be out of place. Don't you remember this used to be Twister, where you would travel to Oklahoma to experience this attraction? That wasn't technically in New York. The ride has reopened. Yes, Revenge of the Mummy is open, and it has a 20-minute standby wait. Oh man. We can see one of the stages for Rock the Universe, which is a Christian music festival. We did also get word that Fast and Furious Supercharged would also be closing sometime in 2027. And the early rumor that I am hearing is that this will be turned over to a Secret Life of Pets attraction, just like out in Hollywood. I would like maybe a Beetlejuice attraction, because this is where the Beetlejuice graveyard experience used to be. I forget exactly what it was called off the top of my head. Or maybe a Beetlejuice yearly haunt. Now that is what I'm talking about, but we shall see. They have a lot of space to work with back here, and they could even expand this building a little bit if needed. By the way, Supercharged has a 15-minute wait right now. Let's just say it one time for the road. Family. Just thinking a little bit more about Hollywood Drift. If I had to put this coaster side by side with another similar attraction, I would say maybe it's going to be like Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, but even more intense. But it's going to be outside opposed to inside, but you never know, maybe there will be a little portion of the attraction that will actually be riding inside of a show building. Or even Cobra's Curse down at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. The Hogwarts Express is sitting at a 15-minute wait to get you from Diagon Alley over to Hogsmeade. Let's go ahead and check out Diagon Alley while we're here. I love seeing people's reactions walking through this for the very first time. This area is great, isn't it? The fact that we can now visit Diagon Alley, Hogsmeade, we can go to Hogwarts, we can go to Paris, visit the Ministry of Magic. Now we just need a Forbidden Forest attraction. I think that is very long overdue, and if Universal creates that, I hope they make it scary, because that's what the Forbidden Forest is all about. Where would they put that? I've been hearing the new attraction that they are building over at Epic Universe is going to be, hello, how are you guys? Hello, thanks for watching. I've been hearing that the expansion over at Epic Universe will be a broomstick attraction where you will ride a broomstick throughout, which sounds fun. Oh wow, Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts is sitting at a 35-minute standby wait currently. Not bad at all. I remember the last time I was here during the week of Christmas, the line was stretched all the way back over here. I think that had to do a lot with the locker system, which I feel like could be a lot better, specifically at this attraction.
In due course, the brothers separated, each for his own destination. The first brother traveled to a distant village where he sought out a wizard with whom he once quarreled. Naturally, with the elder wand as his weapon, he could not fail to win the duel that followed, leaving his enemy upon the floor.
My next question is, when will Universal announce whatever they're planning on doing with Krusty Land and the Simpsons ride? I know the contract is getting ready to expire soon-ish. I'm sure after the contract is worked out or whatever is going to happen. I've been hearing Simpsons will be going over to Disney, and it's very confusing if I'm being honest. But again, the rumor on the street, this will be Pokemon in the future. Right now, the Simpsons ride is sitting at a 35-minute standby wait. Also, apparently, Universal is no longer giving out It's My Birthday buttons. Instead, they have wristbands that you can get at certain attractions. Oh no, what happened here? Come on, there's people walking here. Another thing that I wanted to bring up regarding Mardi Gras this year, Universal is offering the Mardi Gras Float Ride and Dine experience, where you get a guaranteed spot to ride on one of the parade floats and you get a 3-course meal. This offer is flying off of the shelf. They still have some availability, but you can pick from Cowfish, NBC Sports Grill and Brew, Lombard's, Antojitos Mexican Food, and Confisco Grill. It is $94.99 per person, does not matter what age, tax, and it says gratuity is included. Heading inside of DreamWorks now, over here at ET Adventure, this attraction is sitting at a 20-minute standby wait. I am really looking forward to the new Shrek movie. Shrek was one of my childhood movies. I would watch all of the time. The splash pad area is still under construction as enhancements are in progress. Coming up on the Trolls Troller Coaster, as it's passing by, 15-minute wait. And this attraction is really good for kids who may still be a little scared of roller coasters. this is a great first time coaster for the kiddos if you're visiting Universal for the first time. Another stage for Rock the Universe, I just remembered, do you remember, I believe it was at Halloween Horror Nights 25, it was the 25th anniversary, and this was a Jack stage show. That was like the best show, the best production Universal has ever done for Halloween Horror Nights. I wish they would bring something like this back. I mean, the stage looks exactly the same just about. And over here at Transformers The Ride 3D, standby is sitting at a 10-minute wait, another walk-on. Ooh, we have a few Mardi Gras food booths. Look at that, we have King Gator. Oh, I can smell something. Looks like they may have just turned on the gas here. And then we have the New Orleans Bayou here, going for the swamp theme. This is exciting. I wonder what they will have here. Probably beignets. Okay, I think that pretty much does it from inside of Universal Studios Florida. Not seeing anything else regarding the construction. Wow, we can see a straight shot right into City Walk from this angle here. All right, my friends, that is going to do it for today's video. It was so crazy seeing the Hollywood Drift construction today because we officially know what it is and what is coming. And you know, something else that I've been seeing on social media as far as common complaints is the name. People are not happy with the name because it's Hollywood, and you know, that's just going back to what I was saying earlier. But I do see where you're coming from as far as the name. It is what it is. I'm just really excited we are getting something new. And you know, I didn't want to make this video to not be excited and to, I just don't want you guys to take anything out of context because I'm looking forward to this. I'm just not excited that it's Fast and the Furious. No hate to the movies. I've enjoyed several of the movies. I feel like towards the end, as we're going on movie number 11, as Vin Diesel is still finishing the writing for that. It's just not what it used to be, and I do hope they lean more into the original era of Fast and Furious, but we won't know until it officially opens and we get that first look. Just think, Universal built Epic Universe. They're building more hotels. They're building Universal Kids in Texas. They're opening Universal Great Britain over in the UK. I mean, plus all of the Horror Unleashes that they're opening all over with Vegas, and then where's it going? Chicago's next. They're not stopping. It is the time to be a theme park enthusiast. It is the time to be a theme park fan because the future is looking bright. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, as it really does help out the channel in so many different ways. I love you guys so much. Please remember, it's nice to be nice. And YouTube, I will see you very soon in the next video. Family. I'm out.